first with this triangle setup. Any triangle setup, really. Okay. As the person setting up the triangle, the opportunity that you're looking for is when you have one arm in and one arm out. Okay. And what I mean by that is, if I have my guard here, so I'm in full guard here with Sebastian. Currently, he's got both of his arms inside of my guard. Okay, if Sebastian was trying to do like a stack pass, he might bring both of his arms outside of my guard. Okay, in both instances, Sebastian is safe from a triangle. Okay, so that's not where the opportunity lies for me. The opportunity lies for me when I can force this setup here. All right, one arm in, one arm out. Right, this is where it's at. Okay, so anytime either you force this because you're slick, or your partner does this because they're making a mistake, if we can recognize that, that's where our opportunity is, okay? So that's the first thing that we need to note when we're talking about any triangle, all right? So the simplest setup that we're gonna start with before we kind of build off of that is that exactly. I'm grabbing both wrists here, okay? I'm pulling one wrist towards my shoulders and one wrist is getting pushed towards my hips. Okay, now this looks very rudimentary, and it is, okay? This is not a fantastic setup, but it all introduces us to this concept of one arm in, one arm out, okay? Push and pull here. I'm opening up my guard, and just like we did in that warm-up, I'm doing a little triangle up, okay? I'm tossing my hips up high, just like I said before with that drill. The higher I can get my hips, the better success I'm going to have, especially if he understands the game. He understands what I'm trying to do here. Sebastian's going to be posturing up, trying to bring his chest away from my legs here. And if I have a little wimpy triangle up here, I'm never going to get him, okay? My hips have to go high and catch him here, okay? If bringing your hips up that high without a little help is difficult, okay, we can give you a little platform here. A little foot on the hip. Leg goes on the shoulder, the corresponding side of the arm that's out, okay? I can clamp down here, and I cross my feet here, and I want to bring him down towards me. Once again, he wants to continue keeping that posture strong. I'm never going to be able to triangle my legs. I can cross my legs here, but I can never, I probably won't be able to triangle my legs if he's got a nice strong posture. So it's also good form. As soon as I get that leg on his shoulder here, boom, crossing my legs just to bring him down to me, okay? I'm using my legs, I'm using my core. If I can get both hands behind his head, I'm bringing him down here, sorry, right? Just bringing his posture down, okay? Because he's gonna be fighting. He's gonna be bringing his posture up. I gotta bring him back down, right? So this might be a little battle here, but I gotta bring him down. Now, this is a position we call pit stop, okay? This is a nice place to be, okay? I can take half a breath here, but I want to move on to some finishing mechanics. Now, if you notice where my hips are in conjunction with Sebastian's shoulders, they're on the same plane, they're running parallel, okay? We want to run our hips perpendicular to our partner's shoulders, okay? The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to give up control of this head, and I'm gonna grab my shin here. Same shin that's on his shoulder, that's the shin that I'm grabbing. And I like to make it a habit never to let go of this shin once I have it until he either escapes or he taps, okay? It's just a good habit to get into. It's certainly not a make or break, but it's just good form, okay? Once I grab this shin, I can let go of this lock here. Boom, because this is keeping him down. This foot goes back on that hip if you were using it before, okay? And that allows me to run my hips perpendicular to his shoulder, okay? Another thing that it helps me do, it helps me get this triangle better. If I'm still running parallel, this triangle is very, very difficult, especially if he's making his shoulder large, okay? So cutting this angle, boom, right there, makes this a lot easier. Okay, now Sebastian's already breathing pretty hard, so I'm going to give a little space right here, but ultimately I'd want to be here. Okay, this arm can also help us cut this angle. Okay, I like to scoop at this tricep here. because I have short arms and I generally won't be able to catch his leg, step up for me. But if I can catch this leg to help me cut this angle, this is very helpful as well. Boom, I got this triangle here. He's already tapping, just cutting the angle. But let's say he's being stubborn, right? Maybe he's got smaller shoulders. Maybe I have much longer legs. If we really want to make this triangle tight, okay, we're gonna flare both of our ankles. Boom, right there, right? Just doing this. And we're gonna do what I call closing the shutters. When you close the shutters, not a partner, so you can see, I'm thinking about collapsing my knees on each other, like that. If I'm here, I have all this space to work with. When I close the shutters, I flare my ankles and boom, right there. It just takes away a lot of space. Oftentimes, I don't need to do that. Okay, once again, I have short legs. I don't normally need to do that, but if you got longer legs and you're going against someone with very small shoulders, you're not going to get a lot of choke. There's going to be a lot of space. So you just have to understand how to take away the space. Okay? Cut the angle, flare our ankles, and close the shutters. So, once again, with our very simple setup, grab the wrists just to get a one arm in, one arm out dilemma. If I need help, I put the foot on the hip here, I catch this this leg on the shoulder here. I cross my legs and I bring him down to me. I can help here with the back of the head, 2 hands in the back of the head here, into my pit stop position, controlling his posture. When I'm ready to move on, grab the shin, open my guards, foot on the hip. This hand can help. Scoop at the arm, scoop at the leg, cut this angle. The angle helps me get the triangle, and I'm going to do this kind of all at once at this point. I'm going to flare my ankles, close the shutters. And even this angle isn't that great. Boom, this is much better. He's tapping even quicker. Okay? Any questions on that, guys? Cool. So let's start there, and then we're going to add a better setup. But I really want you guys to focus on the finishing mechanics, because that's the part that I feel is most important. And then the setup's going to come later. Cool? That's it. 1, 2.